Welcome to the Wicked Gamer and Collector, and we're back with a new video. In today's video we are going to test on the Super Handheld Powkiddy A9 or the Pandora Mini. Depends how you want to call it. We're going to play some Sega Dreamcast and let's see how it's running, because the advertising that it runs Dreamcast, but the question is always, how does it run? So stay tuned, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell, and we will going to test some games. Alright, so every time you play a game, you're getting the boot up screen of the Sega Dreamcast, and yes, you need to adjust the time. Pretty damn annoying if you ask me. So that is something they need to fix in the future. Oh, please do so. Alright, so let's see. It's a two-dimensional shooter, so it's not very demanding. We're going to try easy mode, no wicked mode today. I just want to play, survive, and let's see how this thing is running. Ooh, it doesn't sound good. And as you can see with Sega Dreamcast, we're having this line. Oh man, dipping in frames. I would grab the joystick, the D-pad makes this thing freaking unplayable. I really like the clickies buttons, it's very nice. You can hear that it's struggling with the Sega Dreamcast. But now you can see it runs pretty fine. At the beginning of the game it had some big struggles, but now right, so there's enough testing. A little note, with Sega Dreamcast we can't save, just wanted to say it. Alright, so I'm going to show you booting up. I'm not talking crap, yes you see. Need to choose the date again. So very curious how this thing is going to run. It's a two-dimensional game, so I'm gonna take you for a ride. Who came up with the soundtrack is ingenious. Alright, let's try the D-pad. I hate it, the D-pad. I hate the D-pad. So far so good. Didn't hear any big struggles. Alright. And again, we still have this line over here. Really annoying that is squeeze these. Yeah, that to squeeze the game into this weird resolution. Yeah, but looking at the image of the character, sometimes we have in this line, but there is nothing to see. But what I've noticed with the D-pad, for example, it's playable for, let's say, doing some moves, but you really need to get used to this thing. The analog stick is responsive, but again, also here you need to get used to. But surprisingly, this thing runs pretty decent compared with the Pandora Game 3D that has an octa-core, and this thing only has a quad-core, so I think we can't complain about it. And if you're asking for the line or the resolution, there is nothing you can do about it. because you can't reach the menu itself. There's nothing you can change out. Just freaking go down. Alright. Can I do sure you can? Oh, not needed anymore. I'm down. But you're getting the point. Alright, next game. Now we're going to play a three-dimensional game. Alright, so let's take a close look at the main menu itself. Let's see if it runs pretty good. Did notice a little frame drop, but in general it's not bad at all. Alright. Okay, that sounds good. Let's see how fast the loading times are. Very fast. Oh! And here you can see that where it comes to the limitations of the device itself. This game runs pretty good on the Golden Sky or the Pandora Box itself, but this, I don't know if you can even get it from the store, for example, but it's pretty pointless. The quad-core CPU is not powerful enough to run games like Dead or Alive. What I can do is shut down the sound itself because it was freaking horrible. But if you look at the quality, you can see that it is not always struggling, but it is not running like it should be. So that is really a big bummer. As you can see, like the Key 7 Pandora Box I've seen before, because it's getting not enough power from the CPU, it's more like fighting underwater. Alright, so we're going to try another game. It's a virtual fighter and a three-dimensional fighting game again. Yeah, I think we're going to get the same results like the previous game. So I'm afraid that this device is not powerful enough to run every single Dreamcast game. So it's more like you're limited to the two-dimensional games. So that is something you need to take consideration. And again, it's more like false advertising if you ask me. Right, I'll crank up the volume. Right. Just play a little bit. Oh crap, I think I just chose a team battle or something like that.
Fight one, ready, go!
So the sound is pretty awful. I didn't play this game that much. I'll lower the volume a little bit because it's pretty horrible. But still, if you look at this game, I'm getting this idea that it is running sometimes a little bit on, let's say, 50 FPS. We can't see because I cannot turn it on, the FPS counter. Alright, so let's try another round. So, but again, we're fighting underwater. It's going very floaty, very slow. But as you can see, if you can see the grab itself, it's not bad at all. But so, in general, three-dimensional games are just out of the question. Alright, so I'm pretty limited to the games I can try on this device, but you can already see that it is more like this common problem we're having with the portable devices from China. It's most of the time, I was hoping that he finally fixed Dreamcast on the Pandora Box itself, and they did most of the time. But with the mini version, this isn't a downgrade if it comes to the specification, because we're going from an octa-core back to a quad-core. And you can see when we're going to get some high demanding games on this device, we are having a big issue if it comes to the FPS and the quality of the game. So it's quite disappointing. If you want to play some two-dimensional games, that will not be a very big problem. But when you want to play three-dimensional games, it's out of the question. So yeah, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell for more awesome Wicked videos. It would be great, it means you will be one of the Wicked family. And I do so go to extended gameplays, so don't forget to check out the Wicked Gaming channel. And see you next time.